I'ma ride that dick like a stolen car. I got the best pussy that you had thus far. Which bitch you know going hard is me. I'ma ride or die now.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Nine. I'm back in another video, and in today's video, as y'all can tell from the title, I'm giving y'all the real tea, the real spill on Old Dominion University. If you guys are new to my channel, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys are not new, welcome back. Nine Nation, pretty gang out here. Let's just get right into this video. Alright, so as y'all can tell, we are doing another college university video, and I've been getting a lot of questions just about Old Dominion in general, just everything about ODU. I've been getting questions on it, and I'll leave some of the questions on the screen. So shout out to every single one of y'all that left comments, DM me. Shout out to all of y'all that had questions, because right now I'm here to answer all of them and try my best to answer them. Today should be a Friday. Happy Friday to every single last one of y'all, and I figured I'd give y'all the drop on this school because college decision day is May 1st. So this is the video that's going to help you guys, that you guys have been waiting for. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, but before we do talk about it, check out all my social medias. I'll leave my Instagram and my TikTok somewhere on the screen, and I do have a Snapchat and a Twitter that will be down below, so make sure you go follow me on all my social medias. Okay, so before we start, we'd like to have a disclaimer. I did not make this video to sway anybody's options or try to, you know, bash the school in any way. I'm not trying to bash any of y'all for making your decisions on what y'all want to do. You do what's best for you at the end of the day, regardless of what I say, what anybody else says. You do what you feel is best for you, period. I'm gonna read off some of y'all questions that y'all asked. This question was from Debbie Debs. Shout out to you, girl. So she is a out-of-state student, and she wants to know things about adapting, the cost, making friends, and different things like that, like a point of view on what I thought about the school. Life as an out-of-state student going to Old Dominion University was kind of hard because there was a lot of things I had to adjust to. I had to adjust being by myself, being on my own. Of course, when you go to college, you are away from your parents, but I was at a distance, okay? New Jersey to Virginia is 5 hours, and a lot of people they don't consider that long. But for me, I'm very close and attached with my family, so I didn't think that it was going to be such a big deal at first until I got to school. Sleepless nights, you know, calling, you know, FaceTime, you know, thank God for FaceTime and a phone, period, because if I couldn't talk to my family every day, or at least once or twice, you know, 3 times out the week, I'd be messed up. So for me, I really needed that. I did get homesick a lot. I didn't get as homesick. Like, moving day was kind of hard for me because I was not ready, okay? I was not ready to let go. Cost as an out-of-state student is ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you guys now. If you are going to apply to a school that is out of state, I suggest that you stock up on scholarships, grants. Try not to take out too many loans because you have to pay all that money back. My tuition for the year, my whole freshman year, was $41,000, and I'm not even going to include like the breakdown price, but the general flat rate for me was $41,000. I'm 19 years old. Where am I going to come up with $41,000? To break this down, they give you, inside of your Leo online, they give you a place where you can make you make your tuition payments just like any other school, and I only had 4 tuition payments due dates, 4 of them, so I can cover however much was for my first semester. First semester was like $20,000. And I didn't get too much money from the school. Yes, I did clubs. Yes, I was an honor roll student, whatever. I had a very high GPA. It was above a 3.5. My SAT scores were pretty good. But I didn't get as much money from the school at all. They have this thing called TRIO. It's SSS Student Success Services TRIO. I was put into that. I did have to apply for that, and they did help with a lot of scholarships and Money Mondays. You know, they help you with your homework and stuff like that. So I really had to stay on top of that with money. I had to drop a class, you guys. Normally you have 5 classes, which gives you 15 credit hours. I had to take 4 classes because if I took 5 for 5 classes, my semester would be $10,000. I had to pay out of pocket, you guys. So I had to drop one of my classes so I could make it $7,000, because as an out-of-state student, per class you're paying $3,000 per class. Like, it's $1,000 per credit hour. So you have 3 credit hours, and that's $3,000 altogether you're paying for each class. So that was outrageous for me. So I had to drop my class and get it down to $7,000 I paid out of pocket. So for 4 months we had got like, our first payment I think was like $1,800 or $1,800 or something like that per month. So that was a lot of money coming out of my parents' pocket. Like, that's a lot of money. My advice that I give any out-of-state student is, if you're going to be in a dorm, try not to get the highest dorms. The dorms on the quad are really expensive. Get a double in Rogers or Gresham. People always talk work about it, but Rogers, Gresham, and Whitehurst, people are always going to talk bad about it, but it's all about how you make it. I absolutely loved going to Rogers and Whitehurst. I had friends that stayed in Whitehurst, and it was always lit there. And Rogers was the place to be at. You didn't have to go nowhere to get food. You didn't have to go all the way to the other dining hall, because Rogers has a dining hall right downstairs. So it was easy breakfast, lunch, dinner access, late night food. It was easier for me to get around. Adapting to change, it was a lot of things that did change when I went to Virginia. And I'm gonna say people, food, music, you know, how different people talked. I picked up a little bit of the accent being down there. Like, I don't know where it came from, but I started picking it up, and you'll start to pick it up the longer you stay down there. But that's with any place that you go. But there are good people everywhere, but you also have to remember there are bad people that are snakes in tall grass. They are still out there, so please don't forget about them. Pick your friends, pick your roommates wisely. That's all I can tell y'all. Y'all need to make sure that these people are not snakes, because I did not have a good experience with my roommate that I had living in a dorm. But that's a whole different story for a whole nother time. Music, you know, it's a whole different vibe. It's a new vibe, but as long as you're open to, you know, want to know about different things, it's pretty cool. Making friends is not that hard, okay? It's not hard as long as you're being yourself. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 12:30 to 1:30, they have this thing called activity hour. And that they will have no classes during those times. Some people do have classes, but my schedule was, I made my schedule where I didn't have any classes around that time. So I did have a little bit of free time before. And they always have a lot of different involvement fairs. Like, they have a lot of things. Like, my first week there, they had this thing where they had all the fraternities and sororities out on the lawn. So that was really good. Even though it is a PWI, they do still have your Divine Nine sorority and fraternities. Someone had asked me in the DM, they were stuck between 2 schools. A few people are stuck between 2 schools. But they were going towards ODU because ODU had their major. So I can really relate to this. If you guys have not checked out my story time of why I chose ODU over North Carolina A&T, I will link that John up in the eye. But basically, I went to ODU because they had my major. If you are stuck between two schools, this is what I had to do. You sit down and you take the positives and the negatives out of both schools. So if you are really in love with your major, say you want to be a photography major or videographer, whatever the case may be, and ODU has that at their school and your other school does not, that should be a clear intake of what school you should go to for that specific reason. If that's the school that has your major, then that's the school that you should probably go towards. You always do what is better for you. If you're going to one school because they have your major, you know, they give you enough scholarship money, it's not a bad school, then that's probably the school that you should go towards. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. I can't sway your decisions at all to tell you, well, you should go here, da 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 da. I'm just giving you my experiences and how I felt about it. There was a second part to the question. She was asking about the crime in Norfolk. So yes, Old Dominion University is located in Norfolk, Virginia. Crime. So when I was at this school, I felt pretty safe. I never felt unsafe. Like, they always are doing drills. They'll do drills in the middle of the night. Like, we had one drill that was like at 2 in the morning where we all had to go outside and stand in the cold in our pajamas and stuff like that. Like, I never felt like I wasn't safe in my environment. And they do make you feel safe because they have a lot of little patrol officers. You'll see them on campus at nighttime all the time. They're just walking around. They wear yellow and black and they just walk around and they patrol. If you don't feel safe, they do have this thing called Safe Ride. You just download this app called Tap Ride, I think, and they'll take you from your dorm to the dining hall, or from dorm to dorm. You can take a safe ride from your dorm to McDonald's, McDonald's back to your dorm. They'll take you anywhere you need to go within the campus boundaries, okay? Another thing that made me feel safe on campus, they do have these things where it's like looks like a little pole. It's like a little pole thing, and it's blue, and you hit a button for an emergency, like, and it sends out the ODU PD. They also have an option where if you don't feel safe from walking from your class to your dorm, they have this little person that you can call. It's all under ODU PD. They're always around. You're always gonna see their cars somewhere. So that's another thing that should make you feel safe. But there are a lot of different options for you to feel safe. Just because you are in Norfolk, that yes, that's, you know, that could have a high crime rate, but in that specific area where the campus is, it's not bad. Like, you really feel like you're in your own world when you are on campus. You be forgetting, you know, like, you're around other places. But I will say there was a few things in the past, like when I was there, that was going on, but they did send out different alerts, emails, or like a text message saying, you know, that certain things are going on. Like, they do different procedures, like practice drills all the time. Somebody had also asked me about the teachers. How are the teachers? All right, this is just like in any school, any teacher. You could be in grade school, middle school, high school, whatever, college. You're always gonna have professors that care about you, and then you're always gonna have the ones that really don't care. And I did have, like, it was like half and half for me. There's a website, if you type it up, it's called Rate My Professor, and you can type in, you know, everything to see who is who, and they give you a rating. They give you like out of 5 stars, like, would you take this course again with this teacher, stuff like that. So you have to do your research on these people. If you just pick whoever and you just go with it, that's on you. You're stuck with a professor that you don't like, or is not good, or is not a really good, they don't help you out at all. But to combat that, if you do have a professor that is not helping you out, ODU does have different places in the library where you can get help. It's like tutoring. It's like the writing center. They have a math center. They have like different places where you can go and get help if you are struggling. So that's all up to the individual. If you know that you're not good at math, you need to make sure that you're in that math center in the library on time, because slots will fill up. Tutoring spots will get taken if you don't move. And sometimes I wish I took advantage of it 100%, because I didn't always take advantage of it. But I had 4 friends that were all in the same class. We were all in the same math and we helped each other out. We had little study sessions where we would do math together, or we would just vibe out and we just do our homework together. So I would invest some time in finding some friends, even if it's in your class, you know, and they're like, listen, I'm not getting it, do you get it? And you know, you can talk to your friend and y'all can help each other out. And another thing, if you are having a problem with your professor, please get to know them. They can help you out in the long run. Yes, there are some professors that are not the best, but if you do tell them that you are struggling, you need help, they will give you their office hours. You can go with them and, you know, talk through problems, get study tips, and they will eventually, by the end of the semester, they could really help you out, like seriously help you out in the long run. So please try to do that. Like, get real close with your professor. And I'm not talking too close now, because some of y'all take that and run with it. Somebody asked me the pros. Some pros of ODU. If you need help, they have the resources to give it to you, sis. They can help you if you are willing to go and sit down and really ask for help. 2, it is a pretty campus. It is a beautiful campus. I loved walking around when it was sunny and nice and beautiful. 3, you will feel safe. Only way you're not going to be feeling safe if you're doing something that you are not supposed to be doing. If you're out here, you know, cutting up and you get yourself in trouble, that is on you. 4, they have a lot of nice places on Monarch Way, like a nice place to sit down and get food. They did just get a few new places in the web. They have a lot of different places to eat, and now you can use your flex points at those places. You don't always have to use your meal plan. And when you're a freshman, you get the all access meal plan. It is like $2,000, but you better use it wisely, sis. They give you 5 meal swipes for a week. And you could swipe your little card wherever you want to go. Any dining hall you can swipe into with your card, and does not take off for your meal plan or your flex points, because it's all access. You be like, swipe, swipe. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta worry about it. 5, they do have a lot of different engagement and involvement activities. Like I said, get out there. Don't stay cooped up in your dorm. Yes, if you are about your books, stay about your books. Stay about your books, sis. Don't get your head out that book. But when you have free time and you know your homework's complete, go out, go explore, go to an activity hour, go to different things that they hold in the web, go join a club, because they do have a lot of different events where they are supporting all of their clubs. So go out there, go do stuff like that, go get involved. Don't be closed off. How are you gonna make friends? You get involved. I made a lot of friends that way. I had friends that I didn't even know were my friends. Like, I was going to class, actually I was going to public speaking class, and the girl that sat in front of me had invited me out to this thing on the lawn, and she's like, are you gonna go? And I was like, when is it? She said, it's tomorrow at activity hour, you should go to it, I'll go with you. Made a friend. I wasn't even doing anything. I was literally sitting down in class where I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, and she had invited me. I went, we met up, and we walked around the whole thing and just enjoyed ourselves. Go have fun. College is supposed to be fun, but yes, you are still supposed to be in your books. Like, that is it, plain and simple. Don't forget about your books. That's what you came here for. School first, fun later. okay? So if you guys have not seen my college dorm tour of Rogers Hall, like I said, I will link that thing right up in the eye. Thank you to every single last one of y'all that did comment and like my video and watch that video. That took a lot of time for me to feel good in my room, in my dorm, so I wasn't as homesick. I had to make that dorm feel like it was my room. Like, I had to make sure that everything in there felt homey, where I could feel comfortable. I'm trying to make sure that I cover every single last thing. I did write down a lot of things on here, and for the most part I did cover everything. If you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any more questions, if I did not explain or cover one of the things that you guys wanted me to talk about, please drop it down in the comment section below so I can help y'all out the best that I can. I'm trying to remember everything off the top of my head, off my dome, off this paper. I'm trying my best, you guys. So like I said, if y'all are new, please subscribe to the channel. Join NYNATION, pretty gang out here, okay? I hope you guys did take a lot from this video. I apologize if I did not cover everything. Like I said, let me know. Ask all y'all questions. I'm gonna leave my playlist of my college experiences up at the top, link in the eye, and it will be in the description box down below. So go check them out. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all.